Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain. Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, and welcome to 𝘍𝘪𝘭𝘮𝘳, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And with Ryan Reynolds' brand new film Free Guy coming out soon, fans are really excited to see Ryan Reynolds in another film. And with Ryan Reynolds' brand new movie Fall Guy finally coming out, we've seen a whole rush of brand new interviews and hilarious moments with Ryan Reynolds himself. But one thing that is very integral to Ryan Reynolds, besides these funny sketches and comedies and different types of way he promotes a movie, is definitely the fact that a lot of times during interviews, he'll definitely play into the experiences that he's had being a father, which has led to some very hilarious moments where he kind of low-key roasts his own kids, but in a really funny and light-hearted way. And we wanted to take a look at some of these great moments because they're absolutely hilarious. Like, for instance, starting things off, there was the time where Ryan Reynolds was on the Kelly and Ryan show. He was talking about his daughters and had a really interesting encounter with a pediatrician.
Even the other day when we were traveling back home, we were at the airport, and out of our whole family, she's the only one that got the secondary security pat down.
At 2 years,
2 years old.
All right, so what is this shady 2-year-old up
But
to?
she just like takes it like a hardened felon. Like she's just like
Search me. What's up?
she's like turning around while like a thin fart escapes. You're just like, what is happening here?
More recently, for doing his press tour for Free Guy, we did see this interaction on Good Morning America where his kids really wanted him to give some sort of secret signal to them while he was doing the show. It was kind of a hilarious explanation.
Today was the first day they were really like, wait, you're gonna be on TV today?
Wow. TV, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm going on Good Morning America. They're like, what's good about it? I was like, well, the show, it's called Good Morning America. And they're like, can you say hi to me? And I was like, sure, I'll say hi to you guys. You know,
go ahead, say hi to them.
But they wanted it, like, they wanted me to pull my ear to say hello. And then my Nezzy, my younger daughter, wanted me to like rub my slip.
There was another interview that Ryan Reynolds did where he talks about having a third child and how it's a little bit different than just having 2 children. It almost compares it to catching rocks.
I've heard, I'm not of that, but I've heard that during the first one, you're very careful, you're boiling the pacifier, and then during the third one, you just pick it up the floor.
I sort of think of it like with 2 kids, like imagine like someone's throwing rocks at you, right?
Okay.
But you have 2 hands, so you get to like catch the rocks and all this stuff, but then when you suddenly have a third kid, now you're catching the rocks with your face.
There was this time where Ryan Reynolds talked a little bit about how quickly it seemed like he went from one thing to getting punched in the face by a 2-year-old.
10th anniversary, yes. Well, we rounded up, but yeah, it's 10th anniversary this fall of our first date in Boston.
Congratulations. And what do you remember about the first date, the meal, the evening?
It was a good night. I gotta say, it was a good night. I was like, this feels right. Next thing I know,
what you guys ate?
Next thing I know, I'm being punched in the face by a 2-year-old.
This next one's not his own kids that he's talking about, but when he was doing the press tour for Detective Pikachu, he did have some interesting questions coming from kids directly, which then leads into his own self-reflection of parenthood.
Who will win in the fight, my mum or Charizard?
Michael, this is gonna be a life lesson for you right now. I mean, a Charizard would wipe your mother right out. So let's just avoid the entire confrontation if we can. In fact, let's work on our dialogue skills.
Words can be powerful.
That is our first lesson there is, mirror, empathize, and validate with the Charizard before it takes your life horribly.
After that great answer to the kid's question, later on he gets asked about whether or not he'd be able to win in a race, and this takes him back to discussing his own children a bit, and it's actually pretty funny.
Do you think you can beat me in a race?
Wow, do I think I could beat her in a race? In a running race?
It was a fun run.
Yeah.
So make of that what you will.
I like to just get super serious and stuff like that, so even when their kids are like 10 or something like that, the key is actually just taking them out. When you're running past them, you don't want to pass them so much as you want to like kneecap them.
Are you competitive with your own children?
Absolutely.
Another time, Ryan Reynolds was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon and discussed a little bit about how this interesting interaction with his daughter saying mama as her first words.
I'm telling you.
You know what though? You know what my wife doesn't realize though? Is that she calls me mama too.
Ah!
Seriously.
That's very interesting.
She calls me. I had to literally sit her down and tell her that penises don't work that way.
In another interview, we got to see a little bit of an insightful look at Ryan Reynolds as to one of the main reasons he agreed to do the film Detective Pikachu and voice Pikachu. And it's actually kind of really kind-hearted as him as a parent.
So they sent me this fully rendered Detective Pikachu, and they'd married it and paired it with my voice. They used dialogue from Deadpool 1. And so there I was looking at this like completely hyper-realistic, photorealistic Detective Pikachu on my computer, and my daughter kind of cruises by and is just like glued to it. What makes us watch it 100 times in a row. So I was kind of in.
Then there was another interview where he discussed his odd song choice that he picked for when his wife was going through childbirth. I want to give a huge shout out to our Marvel Monday winner. If you guys didn't know, every single Monday we do a challenging Marvel trivia question. So if you guys want to participate, make sure you guys are subscribed here to 𝘨𝘪𝘭𝘮𝘵. Head over to our community tab on Mondays and participate in our Marvel Monday question for a chance to have your comment featured right here on this channel. We also do DC Thursdays, if DC is more of your thing, and you can still participate by going over to our community tab on Thursdays. So make sure you guys participate if you want a chance of having your comment featured right here.
I want to talk about some immaturity that I want confirmation from you, because my wife is pregnant. We're expecting our first. Very excited about that. And a lot of talking about like how you act in the delivery room. I'm in the room. You were in the room.
Yeah, for sure.
And you decided to play a song.
Yeah.
What did you play when your wife was in labor?
I jammed a little Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On."
Then in another interview, Ryan Reynolds talks a little bit about what his favorite game was to play with his own kids, and it's pretty great.
My favorite game is close your eyes for 12 hours. That's a cool game.
I'm imagining you playing maybe 4 rounds in a row and you're like, it's been 48 hours that they've been asleep.
Also, another time when Ryan Reynolds was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, he kind of jokes about how he wants to write his own book that might put a little bit of competitive pressure on his own wife.
Just, you know,
your second words will be dada.
Yeah,
just graffiti that if you don't mind.
There. Your second word will be dada. There you go. That's
I'm gonna write a book that's called Daddy Loves You 10% More.
There was this interview where Ryan Reynolds talks a little bit about how his own daughter doesn't quite understand how he's Pikachu, but definitely likes the character.
She's never really put it together. I don't think she really understands that I'm Pikachu. I think she just sort of, because she did say that it sounds like, because she saw the trailer and I was like, that sounds like you, Daddy. And I was like, yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Ryan Reynolds also did a really interesting video with GQ where he gives tips for what to do as the husband during childbirth.
Be in the room. You're not Don Draper.
I think be judicious with the photographs you take, because you know, a photo of your daughter crowning hanging on the refrigerator, that's not going to help anyone. So your wife will pretty much never think it's funny or charming if you tip your imaginary top hat and say, "At your cervix."
Then there was this interesting interview that Ryan Reynolds was in where he talks about how his daughters will never see Deadpool and how they would be terrified of him in the scar makeup, and he doesn't want to cause a bunch of trauma.
You get to do what I do, and you know, I'm very lucky to be a part of a movie that isn't just like, it's a movie that my wife wants to see and my kids want to see, and I don't take that for granted for a second. Because they will never see Deadpool.
I was gonna say, have your babies been able to see anything else?
No. They've been on set a ton.
Yeah.
They come on set a ton. But even then I can't do it because I wear the scar makeup. I'm all covered in scars, so as soon as they come on set and see that, they just bawl.
So what do you guys think of Ryan Reynolds as a parent? And also, are you excited for the new movie Free Guy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this uploaded every day of the week. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
I need to know how the conversation goes when you get a call to say, do you want to play Pikachu? Where does that yes come from? Right.
I'm sorry, who? I don't know. It was a strange thing. What they did was they did this the right way, because like, first off, you know, Pokemon in general is legit like catnip to children. They've been on set a ton.
Yeah.
They come on set a ton. But even then I can't do it because I wear the scar makeup. I'm all covered in scars, so as soon as they come on set and see that, they just bawl. So it's just like, I know they're gonna be reenacting this with crude sock puppets with a therapist in 20 years. So I'm just like, let's just keep them away from set when I'm in the scar makeup. So.